Eddie, is that you? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, I was wondering if you could speak to that aspect of the fight, of how difficult, from your point of view as a promoter, one of the promoters of the event, when you have two main event fighters who are terrific fighters, but are just wanting to go in the ring and fight. There's no trash talk, like Danny said, no animosity, just, basically want to let their skills show in the ring. Is it make it more difficult to promote a fight when they don't bring that kind of attention to themselves by calling the other guy out or doing goofy stuff?
Not when you got a fight of this level, in my opinion. I mean, I think those kind of, the trash talk and the hype is great, and it helps to build a fight that might not be easy to build. But when you have a fight like this, where, Canelo Alvarez is certainly the biggest star in US boxing and possibly in world boxing, and Danny Jacobs is a middleweight world champion, his story is, echoed around the world of sport. I think that when you've got these two coming together in a unification fight, I don't really see the need for bad blood. In fact, I think it's an opportunity for the sport to blossom. And I think it's an opportunity to actually show people, young people, or people in the sport, or even fighters coming through the sport, how to actually behave. When you've got good guys, generally, I don't think you should change. And I don't think you should change to sell a fight, especially when you're as good and as elite as these two. So, trash talk and hype is I guess it's always good for a promotion, but it's really not needed when you're talking about an elite fight, when you're talking about, like Danny said, a real Hall of Fame fight, because the winner of this fight, I think, is the pound-for-pound number one in boxing, to be honest with you, because that's what I think Canelo Alvarez is. So when Danny Jacobs beats him, I think he will get his right to call himself just that.
All right, very good. Thank you for that, Eddie. Thank you very much, Danny. Good luck to you guys.
Well said, and classy as usual. I am interested in this one from the perspective of we, the fans, have been watching these pay-per-views and understand that this is a capitalistic enterprise for people, but this is being presented as a clear alternative to that. This question could go to Eddie. You watched the fight on Saturday. There was that interesting ending. Does that make it easier to compare and contrast this event, which is on the streaming platform, and there isn't the hefty premium fee attached to it? Does that make it easier for you to do a compare and contrast?
Yeah, I think that when you look at the last few pay-per-view events, particularly this year, Pacquiao Broner, Garcia against Spence, and Khan against Crawford, I don't think I've seen an away fighter win a round in any, in hardly any pay-per-view event. I mean, Broner might have nicked a couple, but even on the undercard, I mean, the same on Saturday, and especially in Texas. And, obviously the main market for us is the UK, and you're talking about our pay-per-views are $25. So your pay-per-views are anywhere between $70 and $100. It's a huge amount of money for one night of boxing, especially if it doesn't light up. Okay? So really, I look at this and I say that really for one pay-per-view, you can get a whole annual subscription for DAZN. Within that, you've got Danny Jacobs against Canelo Alvarez. A couple of weeks after that, you've got Usyk against Takam. Then you've got Anthony Joshua. Then you've got Gennady Golovkin. I mean, it's all in a month's subscription. So it's incredible, really. And I think it's so refreshing that someone's coming in to supplement the public money, which is funding fights like this. And, we never want a show to do badly, but I just think that right now, US fight fans are getting an unfair ride. And on May the 4th, they get to see the fight of the year without the $80, $90 or $100. And I think it's great for boxing.